Hello and welcome to part 7 of Universe in Bloom, the official Scheepjes CAL for 2025. In part 7 we're going to continue planting some flowers like the ones we did in part 6, that's part 6, and this is part 7 and you may recognize it from Sophie. I'm still working on that last round. Don't these little yellow flowers look like crowns to you? I think they look like little crowns. They make me very happy. So once we've done this part, we are going to continue with a pineapple lace border, and for some colorways that will be in a rainbow colorway, and for some it'll be a single color, but I'm quite excited to get there. Now remember that you can find Errata or Misspeaks in the description for this video. You will also find links to the photo tutorial, to the PDFs on the Scheepjes website, and to the Facebook groups if you haven't yet joined and would like to join us there. We're having quite a lot of fun, I think. So many beautiful things being shared. For now, part 7. For round 49, there is a note. When you are making your chain 4 spaces in this round, try and keep your tension relaxed. This round will pull in slightly, but it shouldn't pull in too much. And remember that your puff stitches are closed with a chain. Going to join our yarn by making a standing half double crochet in any chain 2 corner space. Then we're going to chain 2 and make another half double crochet in that same chain 2 corner space. This will be your first corner. This is where the repeat will start with a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then half double crochet in that next chain 1 space. And then our mini repeat will start, and the mini repeat is chain 4, and then make a puff stitch in the chain 2 space of this next scallop. So I have to remember to do this 4 times because I keep doing it 3 times. There we go, and then we close it with a chain stitch. So that is our mini repeat. We're going to do that again, chain 4, make a puff stitch in the chain 2 space of the next scallop, closing it with a chain 1. So that's our second repeat, and you can see already it's starting to pull in. We are going to do this 13 times in total, so chain 4, puff stitch in the next chain 2 space of the scallop 13 times, and then I'll meet up with you once I've done that. I've now done that mini repeat 13 times, and I've ended with a puff stitch in the chain 2 space of the last scallop. So we are going to chain 4, and then we're going to make a half double crochet in this next chain 1 space there. Then we're going to make a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then working into that chain 2 corner space, we're going to do half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet to make our next corner. We are going to do this whole repeat 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat because we've already made it at the start. So I will continue around and meet you back when we're fastening off. I've now repeated everything 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat. And to end the round, we're going to join to that first half double crochet with a slip stitch, and then you can fasten off and work away your ends. And it's like a symphony of rain today. For round 15, we're going to join our yarn in any chain 2 corner space by making a standing double crochet. Then we're going to make another double crochet in that same chain 2 space, chain 2, and make 2 more double crochet in that same chain 2 space. So that is our corner made. Now the repeat will start, and it starts with skip the first hidden stitch, which is not that hidden in this case, but that half double crochet, it'll be tricky to get into anyway. And we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. It feels like it has rained in every single video I've made so far. Once we've done that, we're going to make 6 double crochets in this next chain 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to make 6 double crochets in each of the next 13 chain 4 spaces, so that we end up with 14 groups of 6 double crochet. I'm going to show you one more time, and then I'll meet back up with you when I've done all of them. So into the next chain 4 space, 6 double crochets. I have now made 6 double crochets in each of those 14 chain 4 spaces. I'm going to skip the next stitch and make a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then working into that corner space, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. And that brings us to the end of our repeat. And we're going to do this 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat, because we've already made it before we started. So I'll meet back up with you when I've done that. I'm at the end of the round, so to finish, I'm going to join to that first double crochet with the slip stitch, and then we can fasten off and work away our ends. To start round 51, we're going to join our yarn by making a standing double crochet in any chain 2 corner space around. We're going to chain 1 and make another double crochet in that same chain 2 corner space. So this will be our first corner made, this double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then we go to chain 1 and double crochet in this first stitch of the next side. And then we're going to do a tiny little repeat 4 times, and that will be chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. So that's number 1, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. Number 2, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. Number 3, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. And that's number 4. So this last double crochet should fall in the 4th double crochet of this first 6 double crochet group. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yay! Now we're going to start the repeat. We will do 13 times, and that will be chain 1. Skip the last 2 stitches of the 6DC group and make a front post treble around this puff stitch from round 49. Like that. Chain 1. Skip the first double crochet of this next 6DC group and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. Skip the next double crochet and double crochet in the next stitch. So that is the first little repeat. I'm going to show you again. So the second repeat is chain 1. Skip the last 2 double crochets of this 6 double crochet group and make a front post treble around this puff stitch from round 49, the next one. Chain 1, skip the first double crochet of this next 6DC group and double crochet in the next one. Chain 1, skip the next double crochet and make a double crochet in the next one, which should be that 4th double crochet of the 6 double crochet group. We've now repeated that little repeat 13 times, and there should be 7 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. Chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip that last stitch and into this corner chain 2 space, make a double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet to complete your repeat. So you will repeat that 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat, because why? We made it at the start before we started the repeat. So I will see you once I get back to the beginning. I've now done that repeat 7 more times, remembering to end with that chain 1 at the end. And to finish, we're going to join to this first double crochet, the standing double crochet, with a slip stitch, and now you can fasten off and work away your ends. In round 52, we will only work into the indicated chain 1 spaces, skipping all other stitches and chain 1 spaces. To start, you're going to join your yarn by making a standing 3DC bobble in this corner chain 1 space on any side. Like that. Once you've done that, please go ahead and mark this first 3DC bobble with a stitch marker so that you can find it in round 54, I believe. Yes, 54. What are you doing, buds? Chain 4. And then make another 3DC bobble in the same chain 1 space. This is our corner made, and now the repeat will start, and it will start with skip the next chain 1 space and into the next chain 1 space, make 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets, like that. Now our mini repeat will start with a chain 2, skip the next 2 chain 1 spaces and into the next one, make 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. And we're going to do this 15 times. I'll show you again. Chain 2, skip the next 2 chain 1 spaces and make 2 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1 and make 2 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. So that's number 2. Number 3, chain 2, skip the next 2 chain 1 spaces and into the next one, make 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. Now you will notice that these leafy bobble things fall in the central chain 1 space between front post trebles from the previous round, where there are front post trebles. I've done it 1, 2, 3 times. I'm going to do it 12 more times, and then I'll meet back up with you. I've done all 15 repeats, so there should be 1 chain 1 space left before the corner chain 1 space. We're going to skip that next chain 1 space, and then working into this corner chain 1 space, we're going to make a 3DC bobble, chain 4 and 3DC bobble. We're going to do this 7 more times until we get back to the joining, and I'll meet you there. I've done the repeat 7 more times, so I'm back at the beginning, and I'm going to join to this first 3DC bobble with a slip stitch, and then we can fasten off and work away our ends. We're ready to start round 53, and in this round you are going to skip all the chain 1 spaces. We're going to join our yarn by making a standing double crochet in any chain 4 corner space, and then we're going to make 9 double crochets in that same chain 4 corner space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we should have 10 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is your first corner made, and now a repeat will start, and it starts with a chain 2, and then working into this chain 2 space, we are going to make a double crochet, and then 3 picot double crochets. So that is make a double crochet, chain 3, and make a single crochet in the top of that last double crochet you made over there. And it's easier if you turn your work sideways like this. So that's the first picot double crochet made. We're going to do another one, double crochet, chain 3, and then make a single crochet in the top of that last double crochet you just made, like that. That's number 2, double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the top of that last double crochet you just made. So that's 3 picot double crochets, and then we're going to do one more double crochet. And what you should end up with is 5 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 little bobbly picot bits. Working into the next chain 2 space, we're going to do the same thing, 1 double crochet, and then 3 picot double crochets. So number 1, number 2, number 3, this is fiddly to video, and then 1 double crochet in that same space. And again, you want to check that you have 5 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 picot bobbly bits. We are going to do this in each chain 2 space. So make that little flower in each chain 2 space until we get to the end, and you should have 15 when you're done. I've now repeated that 15 times, so I've got 15 flowers along the side. And before we do the corner, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to make 10 double crochets in this next chain 4 corner space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to repeat the whole thing 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat. And then I will meet back up with you when I'm ready to join. I've now repeated that 7 more times, remembering to make that last chain 2 before this corner. And to finish, I'm going to join to the standing double crochet with a slip stitch, and then we can fasten off and work away our ends. Before we start round 54, we are going to add a corner flower in each of these 10 DC groups from the corners. So you're going to have 8 in total. We're going to join our yarn by making a slip stitch in the second double crochet of this 10 DC group. So not this one, that second one. And then into the next stitch, we're going to do 2 half double crochet, chain 1, and 2 half double crochet. So that's our first petal made. We're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, and then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 half double crochet, chain 1, and 2 more half double crochet. So that's our second petal. Slip stitch in the next stitch, into the next stitch do 2 half double crochet, chain 1, and 2 half double crochet again, like that. Slip stitch in the next stitch, working into the next stitch, do 2 half double crochet, chain 1, and 2 half double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch in the last stitch and fasten off and work away our ends. So in each of the 8 corners you should have this little flower with 4 petals. Once you've made 8 of those corner flowers, we will be ready for round 54, and in this round you will work only into round 52, which is this green one there with the leaves, and you will work over round 53 where indicated. So to start, we're going to join our yarn by making a standing back post single crochet around this marked 3 DC bobble. So I'm just turning my work because it's easier to see. So standing back post single crochet around that 3 DC bobble, and you can remove the stitch marker. Then we're going to chain 4 and make a back post single crochet around this next 3 DC bobble over there. So that will be our corner made, like that. This is where our repeat will start. We're going to do chain 2, and then we're going to make a single crochet in this next chain 1 space from round 52, working over this chain 2 space from round 53. So single crochet, like that. And then our mini repeat is chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 1 space from round 52, working over round 53, and it'll be between those 2 bobbles. There's no stitch or space that you can skip or work over there. So we're just going to do like that, straight over between the 2 flowers. Doesn't matter if this is to the front of your work for now. When we get to the end of the round, we'll pop all these flowers to the front. So that's the first repeat done, a chain 5 and a single crochet into the next chain 1 space, working over round 53. Going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next chain 1 space of round 52, working over the stitches, well, over round 53, like that. And we are going to do this for a total of 15 times. So I've already done it twice. I'm going to do it 13 more times, and then I'll meet back up with you. I've now repeated this 15 times, and that last single crochet fell in this last chain 1 space from round 52, working over that chain 2 space from round 53. So I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to work on the back again because it's easier to see. Then we're going to make a back post single crochet around this 3 double crochet bobble, chain 4, and make a back post single crochet around the next 3 double crochet bobble to form our next corner. We're going to repeat everything 7 more times, remembering to omit this last corner on the last repeat, and I'll meet up with you when we are ready to join. I've now repeated that 7 more times, remembering that chain 2 space at the end of the repeat. And to finish, I'm just going to join to this first single crochet with a slip stitch, and we're not going to be cutting our yarn at this point, so we'll just continue on to round 55. To start round 55, you're going to slip stitch into the next chain 4 space, and then we're going to chain 2, which will count as our first half double crochet, and then we'll make 3 half double crochets in that same chain 4 space. Chain 2, and make 4 more half double crochets in that same chain 4 space. And that will be your corner made. Working into the next chain 2 space, we're going to make 3 half double crochets. And then our mini repeat will start, which is make 6 half double crochets in the next chain 5 space 15 times. So we'll do the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's our first repeat. Doesn't matter if the flowers are behind, we will tack them down later. Pop them to the front and tack them down later. Working into the next chain 5 space, we're again going to make 6 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's our second repeat done. We're going to continue doing this around until we've worked into each of those 15 chain 5 spaces. I have now worked into each of those 15 chain 5 spaces, making 6 half double crochet in each. Working into this next chain 2 space, we're going to make 3 half double crochets. And that will bring us back to the corner, and into that corner space we are going to make 4 half double crochets. Chain 2 and 4 more half double crochets. You will repeat this 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat, and I will meet back up with you when we're ready to join. I've repeated that 7 more times, omitting that last corner on the last repeat, and we're going to join to the top of the beginning chain 2 with a slip stitch over there. And that completes round 55. Before we start round 56, please pop all your flowers to the front of the work because we're going to be catching them in this round, like that. So to start round 56, we're going to slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to slip stitch into that chain 2 corner space. Chain 4, and this is going to count as a half double crochet in chain 2, and then we're going to make another half double crochet in that same chain 2 space, and that will be your corner made. Our repeat will start now, and it's going to be skip the first stitch, which will be tricky to get into anyway, and half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. And that 8th stitch will fall in the second half double crochet of this 6 half double crochet group. Now we're going to start catching these flowers, and to do that we're going to make a half double crochet in the double crochet from round 53 between the first 2 picots and the next stitch of round 54, which will be that third half double crochet, and that's going to be here and throughout. That's your landmark. So I'm just going to insert my hook into that double crochet between those picots and the next stitch, that third, where's that third stitch? There we go, and make a half double crochet. We're going to half double crochet in the next stitch of round 54, and then we're going to make another catching half double crochet by working into the double crochet from round 53 between the last 2 picots and the next stitch of round 54, which will be that 5th half double crochet, also here and throughout. And I suggest that you check this on every repeat because it's so easy to accidentally skip a half double crochet. Now that we've made that first flower, we're going to start with our mini repeat, and the mini repeat is going to be half double crochet in the next 3 stitches of round 54. 1, 2, and 3. And that third one should fall in the second half double crochet of the next 6DC group. Then we're going to do a catching half double crochet again, working into that double crochet from round 53 between the first 2 picots and the next stitch of round 54, which should be the third one, made third half double crochet of that 6 double crochet group, and we have 3 left, 1, 2, 3, so that's right. Half double crochet in the next stitch of round 54, and then make another catching half double crochet in this double crochet from round 53 between the last 2 picots and that 5th one from the 6 half double crochet group. So again, inserting my hook in there and making a half double crochet. So that is our mini repeat, and we're going to do this 14 times, and we should have 8 stitches left at that point. So I'm going to continue doing that, and then I'll meet back up with you when I have 8 stitches left. I've done that mini repeat 14 times. Don't they look cute, these little crowns? I have 8 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I can't stress enough how important it is to check the landmarks on each of these, because I missed them even while I was making this off camera a few times. So once we've done this, we're going to half double crochet in the last 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that will bring us back to the corner, and into that corner space we are going to do half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet. And you will repeat this 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat, and I'll meet up with you when we've done all of that. I've now repeated that 7 more times, omitting that last corner on the last repeat, and I'm going to join to the second chain of this beginning chain 4 with a slip stitch. So counting back 4, 3, and 2. To start round 57, we're going to slip stitch into the next chain 2 space, and then chain 5. That will count as your double crochet and chain 2 space, and then make a double crochet in that same chain 2 space. So that's your corner made. Now our repeat will start, and it's going to start with a skip the next stitch, which will be tricky to get into anyway. And then we're going to catch this third petal from the flower by making a double crochet into that chain 1 space and that next stitch of round 56. Then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to catch the 4th petal in the same way. So inserting into the chain 1 space of that petal and the next stitch of round 56. So it should look like that. Now you can go ahead and double crochet in the next 94 stitches, and I can meet you back when I've done that. Or my test tip, which I will share with you, which was shared by Suzanne van der Waal, is you can count in sets of 6. So 15 sets of 6, that will give you 90 stitches, and then we'll do the last 4. And if you do those sets of 6, the 4th and the 6th stitch of each of those sets will fall in a catching half double crochet. So let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a catching half double crochet, 5 and 6 in a catching half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a catching half double crochet, 5 and 6 in a catching half double crochet. So you can go ahead and do that 15 times, which will give you 90 stitches, and then you should have 9 stitches left. So you'll double crochet in the next 4 until you have only 5 left. Now, one of our Facebook members did say that he had trouble counting to 3, so counting to 6 may be a bit tricky as well. Good luck, Scott. I'll meet back up with you when I've made this little 6 repeat 15 times so that I end up with 90 stitches, and then I'll show you how to do the rest of this side. I've now made 90 of the 94 double crochets along the side. So that's 91, 92, 93 and 94, and there should be 5 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome sauce. Right, we're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space of the first petal and that next stitch to catch it. Then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to catch the second petal by working into the chain 1 space and into the next stitch and making a double crochet. So that will bring us back to our chain 2 corner space, and into that space we're going to do a double crochet, a chain 2 and a double crochet like that. So we will do this 7 more times, omitting the last corner on the last repeat, and I will meet back up with you when I'm ready to join. I'm at the end of round 57. I've done that repeat 7 more times, and I'm getting ready to join, and we are going to join to the 3rd chain of this beginning chain 5 with a slip stitch. So 5, 4 and 3. And then we're going to fasten off and work away our ends. We are ready to start round 58, and we're going to join our yarn by making a standing half double crochet in any chain 2 corner space around. Chain 2 and half double crochet in that same chain 2 space. So this is your corner made, and for the side we are going to back post double crochet in the next 106 stitches. So I'll show you the first 10, and then I'll meet back up with you when I've made 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 101, 102, 103, 104, oop, 105, and 106 back post stitches. So that brings us back to the corner, and into that corner we're going to make a half double crochet, chain 2, and a half double crochet. So we are going to repeat this 7 more times, omitting this last corner on the last repeat because we've already made it at the start. I've done that 7 more times, omitting that last corner on the last repeat, and I'm going to join to the first half double crochet with a slip stitch. We can fasten off and work away our ends at this point, but this is not necessary if you're going to use the same color for the next round. Seaside colorway, I'm looking at you. So that brings us to the end of part 7, and I hope you have enjoyed adding these flowers around your brook.